In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you have already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do.
What's up everybody, it is your boy High Rev Kev. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this is my personal bodybuilding fitness channel. Right now I'm on the journey to the IFBB stage where I'll be competing for the first time. I've competed before but not in the IFBB division. There will be lots of bodybuilding content on this channel and lots of other stuff to come, so please subscribe, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up and let's get into it. So this video is my week 6 recap video. So as of tomorrow I'll be starting my 5 weeks out journey. We are getting very close now. Things are going very well. And right now, as of this morning, I'm weighing in about 90 kilos, so weight's coming down nicely, very stable weight decreases. And yeah, food still on quite high calories. I think I'm on around 2,000, 2,500 on high carb days. I think around that from memory. Could be closer to 3,000 on high calorie days. And yeah, excuse me, things are going very well. Currently I'm doing cardio, hour on rest days and 50 minutes on training days. And yeah, currently training push, pull, legs, so 4 sessions per week. What else is there to tell you about? Posing and my routine are going great. I will share clips of my body update throughout this video, but this video for me will be this. I'm giving you an update, and also this is my tips to help with bodybuilding prep. Now these tips will probably be already known by people who are experienced in the sport, but these are good tips for beginners who are getting into maybe their first show, second show, looking to improve their preps for futures to come. These are little tips that I recommend. They help me get through, and I hope they can help you get through. There's probably a lot more tips I can think of, and I'll make future videos about this, but yeah, so these are my top tips for preparing I guess prep hacks for bodybuilding prep. So let's get into it. So guys, sorry I'm looking a bit red and yeah, sweaty. I just finished the cardio on my bike over here. I've got it seated over there, which leads me into tip number 1. I highly recommend that when you're on prep, you have your own exercise machine at home, say an exercycle, a treadmill in the garage, somewhere or something that you can do cardio, perform your fasted cardio without having to go to the gym every single time. Because trust me, going to the gym twice a day, every day for 16 weeks, you get fucking over it, okay? So if you only have to go once a day, it makes all the difference. And you might not use that home exercise machine every day. You might like going to the gym for cardio. I like to mix it up. So that's tip number 1, okay? Have it there. Last prep that I did, I rented a treadmill. So I think there's hire sites that you can go online, you can have a look, and you can rent exercise machines. I just rented it for the whole entire prep, had the treadmill in my garage, and it actually worked bloody great. I picked this exercycle up from Trade Me, which is like a New Zealand version of eBay, for like 20 bucks. It might have even been 10 bucks, but yeah, it does the job. It's nothing flash, but yeah, it does the job. So that would be tip number 1, is get a exercise machine so you can do your fasted cardio at home on days when you get really tired and you can't be bothered going to the gym twice a day. And that's tip number 1. Guys, so tip number 2 is about planning your day ahead. Now, especially on prep, I mean, this is a good tip for, you know, your whole life, every single day. But this, to me, this is a very important tip for when you're on prep, because things happen throughout the day, especially when you've got a family, you've got work commitments, all that other stuff. You need to like wake up in the morning, and one of the first things you do is plan your day ahead. Now, I've been using this, I don't know what you would call it, like a vision diary almost. There's quite a few around on the internet, but basically it has like grand dream goals, daily gratitudes, statements, power list. The power list is kind of where I write the things that I need to do in the day, and then the exercise was where I write the workout that I'm going to do today, or you know, if it's just cardio because it's a rest day, I'll write it in there. So planning out your day is very important, so that you can look ahead on things that you need to prep beforehand, and like meals and stuff. Say if you're going away for the day, alright, I need to make sure that, you know, I've prep my meals for the next day, or you know, we're going on a trip with the family, I've got to have like 3 meals prepped that I can take with me, and you know, just setting up the timings for the day as well, so you know when you're going to work out, you know when to hit that meal, hit this meal, you know, yeah, just in general, you know if things are going to clash, and it gives you like your mind a clearer vision for the day. Because I find like on prep, things are just, you get prep brain and everything just gets all muddled up in there, and I always forget stuff. So writing it down is a very good way to fix that and set yourself up for success for the day. So yeah, tip number 2, write down your day, plan your day. I do this after cardio, so I'll wake up, morning cardio, plan the day. That's why this is tip number 2. Plan your day ahead. Alright guys, so tip number 3 for your prep in terms of meal prep tips. One thing I'd recommend is, if you're buying chicken breasts, when you're buying the bulk pack, target the ones that are around like an exact measurement for you. So this is like 1 kilo, 0.70 grams of chicken breast. So by the time I cut off those little bits of fat, that'll be around pretty much exactly 1 kilo. And because all my chicken meals have like 200 grams of chicken, I'll just cook this, slap it in the oven, and then I know that when I weigh it, cooked or not, it's 5 even, you know, amounts. So I'll just weigh out 5 even amounts when after it's cooked, or I'll just do 200 gram lot, sorry, before I throw it in the oven. Another thing I like to drink before my meals, just to help with digestion, is this lemon and ginger tea. It's quite good to just prime your stomach for, you know, best digestion before you have big meals, especially high carb meals. And of course the apple cider vinegar does a similar thing as well. Tip number 3 is just to organise your meal prep and find what works for you. Some people like to prep for a whole week. I don't like to do that because I work shift work, so I just prep maybe for a couple of days, and then I'll do another prep for the next couple of days, and then days off I kind of just do daily preps. And yeah, so find what works for you and find what meals and that work best for you as well. My kids are running around in the background, so that's tip number 3. Alright guys, I am just outside the gym, which leads me into tip number 4, and that is scheduling your workouts. Now, what I find best for prep is to schedule your hardest workouts on days when you can put in the most amount of energy. Now, what I mean by that is, I don't do leg day or pull day on days when I'm on shift at work, because I'm tired, I do long hours at work, so I'm not going to be able to put in the maximum amount of energy and effort into that workout. So wait, plan your week and schedule leg days and other days that you find difficult, maybe different for everyone, but schedule your hardest workouts on days when you can put in the most amount of energy and effort. Okay, and that will help you get the most out of your workouts, especially when you're on decreased calories and you don't have as much energy in the tank, so to speak. Okay, which would be even less if you had worked a full day and then you tried to do leg day on lower calories as well. You're going to suffer. Sometimes you got no choice, but when you can, that's what I would recommend. So tip number 4, plan your week and schedule your workouts on days when you can expend the most amount of energy and effort into that workout. Alright, let's go get this session done. Alright guys, so tip number 5 is just a little app I like to use that helps me track my water and my stretching and stuff like that. You could really use it for anything. I find it useful for the little things that kind of go unnoticed throughout your day that you probably need to do, or things you're terrible at that you want to build habits on and get better at. So if we go to my phone, we'll look at this here. I'll pop it up on the screen. So this app's called Habit Minder, and the free version lets you track 3 habits per day, right? You can select from a list of many habits, or you can create your own sort of ones. But anyway, the 3 that I'm chasing right now, Project Focus, that one's personal to me, but 2 of the things that I'm kind of terrible at that I wanted to track on this app, which helps a lot, especially for prep, is stretching and hydration. So if we go to the hydration tab, you basically see that today I've consumed 0, but I've actually, let's just enter some now, because I did consume 800 mils this morning when I did cardio, and yeah, I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball, but I've done 17% of my goal for today. So that helps you track your water. So water is especially important in prep. Well, it's important every day for training actually, but hydration is a very important thing that I always want to track. So this helps me build a habit and make sure that I drink enough water throughout the day. Stretching, something I'm terrible at, something I need to do better. So far I'm still terrible at building that habit up, but we are going to get there. Another thing you could put on here is posing. So you could set a habit, say, making sure you do like 30 minutes, an hour of posing per day, things like that. Little things to do with prep that set you up for success that you feel like you need to track. So these will be personable to you, but this just gives you a good little reference to an app that you guys could use to help you build daily habits. So yeah, Habit Minder. If you want to pay for the full version, I think you can have as many habits as you want. I've been thinking about it, but right now I'll just take the free version, take the 3 habits, and we'll go from there. So tip number 5, Habit Minder, for building little habits, especially on prep. So those were the 5 top tips for bodybuilding prep. My 5 top tips anyway. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There will be other fitness related content in the future, but right now we're focused on this bodybuilding journey. after that we'll broaden the topic around health and fitness. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to the channel. On the next video, I have a big surprise. I'm bringing in my coach. We're going to have a live video Skype session, talk about bodybuilding and stuff, talk about my prep, talk about everything bodybuilding related. So if you want to see that video, it will be on the next week. So stay tuned for that one by subscribing to the channel, giving this one a thumbs up. Really do appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.